Good morning, trading world. Today is the 1st of February, the first day of the month. We are coming out of a couple of crazy days strung together, and back to give you a kind of guide for the next couple of days. Um, I'm not going to go into specific stocks. I'm going to try to stick to the indexes and maybe one or two other items of note. But you're going to be able to see everything happen pretty much throughout the market. We had a nice tumble the last couple of days. If you can see here, this is a hourly chart here. You can see, but we can go to pretty much the daily. Let's change this up and get a clearer picture of what's happened the last couple of days here. As you can see, we had a gap down the last couple of days, a nice drop where we've actually broken trend on this mid band here, so we are truly in a downtrend. But as I was looking Friday, I was really looking to add to some short positions, but I stopped. I stopped in my tracks because really two particular things that I saw. Two, you have to realize what the next trading day was going to be, which is today. Today is the 1st. And at the 1st of the month, there are a couple particular things that happen that are very important to trade. Today is the day that most retirement funds, 401ks, they release the new money into the market. So there's going to be a lot of buying activity today. So when I thought about that on Friday, I thought not to ease into more shorts, but to kind of close and regroup. And the next thing that I saw was the market internals. I'll kind of focus here on the internals hourly. We have gone too far, and when you run too far too fast, what usually happens is that you have to take a breath. You kind of stop. If you're exercising, you kind of try to run in place, or you just stop and put your hands on your knees. But either way, you have to take a break. So I look at these next 2 days as the whole market taking a break. So we're going to run in place and maybe pull back, come up off of these shorts some. And a lot of people are going to cover their shorts. And that could be the start of a lot of buying activity. And when you add that to the buying activity of the 401ks and retirements, that's a lot of money starting to buy, kind of a buying frenzy that could turn into a nice size bounce. So I come in today, that's what I'm looking for, a nice size bounce. I did buy a couple calls on Friday in anticipation of the bounce, even though I jumped a little too early on Friday. I did buy a couple calls anticipating this bounce that would happen today. And I think it'll run through until Tuesday. So I will revisit Tuesday to kind of see where we are and see whether it's time. But I think this is going to give us an ample time to kind of re-up on our shorts. The items that I closed out on Friday, this is going to give us plenty of time to kind of wait, watch, and see, and we revisit certain levels to kind of get back short. I'll probably have a better idea of those levels on tomorrow, and I'll try to do another video on tomorrow focusing on those levels. looking at the levels so far, um, right now I'm looking at maybe 378 as one of those targets, and this is on the SPY. I use this as general thumb or rule for the market. Um, so I'm looking at a level around 378 to be where we at least catch up to. Today, definitely 374, but as the day kind of firms up, we should hit at least 374 and possibly 378 over the next couple of days, which is going to be a nice bounce. And the thing that we can't tell right now is whether that frenzy starts a bigger bounce than what should happen. So we'll kind of pay attention to that over the next couple of days. And the next topic that's on everybody's mind, because I'm getting a lot of calls about GameStop and Naked and all of these other items. Sundial would have been another good one to jump into. Probably still good. But here's the thing. To me, GameStop is, if you aren't in GameStop now, don't mess with it. It is just too risky. It is too risky. The move is done. And you have to keep this in mind. When you're in the market, in order for someone to make money, someone has to lose money. So when you look at GameStop right now, most of the move is done. I don't know if they can keep it up. I really enjoy what the Reddit boards, the Wall Street bets. I really enjoy what they have done and what they are doing. But if you are not already in GameStop by now and have made 100% on your money, don't jump in it now. It is too dangerous. Which brings us to the next one. AMC is the next thing that was mentioned on the Reddit boards and what I could verify as the true Wall Street bets form, which is what they mentioned. So if you can get in around this $13, don't go in buying. You never buy at the top. You never buy at the bottom. That's a fool's move. So if you can come in and you can catch somewhere around this $13 to $13 to $14, if you can get in that area, again, only risk what you can afford to lose. But that would be a place to try. I'm not saying that this is going to work out. I'm not saying that this is the best thing going. I'm just saying if you wanted to risk something, that would be the place where I would look to try to risk it around that 12, we would say $13 to $14 area to get in and see if you can kind of get in on the momentum that may happen from the Reddit boards. I did go in and I did purchase on Friday. I did purchase some shares of AMC, and I purchased them. I got in at around $13.50 on Friday, and as you can see, the pre-market, we're already up to $16. I do expect a retracement somewhere, so this may have some legs, but again, only buy what you can afford to lose. So if you think, hey, you got an extra $100 that you're not doing nothing with and you can afford to lose it, then of course by all means buy, $100 worth of this stock. Buy you, 8 to 10 shares, and just see what happens. But as with anything, as I say in everything that I do, always know your risk. That's the most important thing in being in the market, is knowing your risk. You have to know what you lose. It's just like when you go to a casino and you sit down at the blackjack table or whatever. You have a budget on what you're willing to lose, and then if you lose it, oh well, you had fun at the casino. You get up and go get something good to eat and enjoy the other scenery, but you don't whine about what happened, because you came prepared to lose that. And then on the other hand, if you have that budget and you make money, or you double it, or you win some money behind it, you take out what you originally had, so that you're playing with house money. You don't keep your money that you initially put in at risk. You make a profit, take it, and if you want to keep playing, you play with the money that you've won. So that way, regardless, you've had a good time, and you're not risking your hard-earned money anymore. So that's just what I want to say about what's going on right now. Like I said, I'm going to repeat. These next 2 days are going to be really, really crazy. Because this bounce that I see starting to happen could have some legs, and it's going to carry over into a lot of different things, a lot of different stocks. I had shorts on Apple. I closed those out on Friday because I saw what possibly happened today, a bounce coming with the internals turning around. So be very careful and always know your risk. That's pretty much all I'm going to say about today's market. I'm not going to be very specific, but because of the amount of calls that I had, everybody wanting to know what's going on with the GameStop, what's the next move in the stock market. I haven't been doing a lot of these videos, but I decided to do a video to kind of address a lot of the phone calls about what's going on. People looking at naked GameStop and everything else. Hey, I had, I looked at everything as well, and from what I could see, AMC seems to be the next real thing going. And if you can get in between this $13 area to 14, maybe 14, 17, somewhere in there, if you can get in around there, risk some money. It's a great lesson for those that are new to the market. But again, never play with money that you can't afford to lose. That's the most important thing that I will say today. So that's pretty much it. Good luck to you. Wishing you a profitable day, and be safe.